Greetings, my dear viewers, the Pyramid on Air. So welcome to our analytical digital pit of Pyramid. In this video, we open a new channel section, the Pyramid of Force. Here you will discover the hierarchy of the most powerful characters in the Skibidi universe. Get ready for a pleasant viewing because I have explored for you the 20 most interesting characters. It is very important to note that this compilation is my personal point of pyramid view. Therefore, feel free to hit the like and subscribe and write in the comments your versions of the distribution of forces between these characters. My videos are charged with the power of luck, and everyone who watches them from the beginning to the very end will be lucky. I fully guarantee it. Remember this, from beginning to end, and may the force of the pyramid be with you. So keep your attention in our deep trip till the end. Let's get it on. Congratulations, my friend. So you got to the top 10 characters of our Pyramid of Force. If you are interested in what will happen next, be sure to hit like and subscribe. So top 10 characters, let's go. On the 10th place of the Pyramid of Force is the terrible biohazard Skibidi Acid Skull. The first time he jumped out at us like the devil from the secret box of the 55th series. Being a secret development of a Skibidi scientist, with which he wanted to destroy the anti-parasite tank of the Cameraman, and he succeeded perfectly. Its main function is the rapid and complete destruction of any mechanisms from the account of the splash, which does not stop, destroying everything in its path of radioactive acid. Even at the moment of his death, he managed to destroy the cannon of the Titan Cameraman, plunge the entire team into a deep depression and panic. It is absolutely not affected by the paralyzing cannons of the rival army. There is a hypothesis that this skull was resurrected from the deceased giant Skibidi machine gunner after Titan Cameraman burned it to the ground with his plasma core. Well, maybe this monster was made from another corpse. In any case, from that moment on, we began to understand that Skibidi scientists are not only an evil scientific activity, but also a dark necromancer. The cone covered this skull with a special helmet with protective armor-piercing plates, under which are two black, rotten eyeballs. I assume that the Skibidi scientist left them in order to observe what is happening to them through black magic. He also has a barrel of toxic waste attached to his huge toilet. But the most insidious ability of this monster is the ability to teleport to any point in space. This once again proves that Skibidi the scientist possesses teleportation technology. Just imagine what kind of creatures he can create in the next episodes. In the meantime, Acid Skull is in 10th place. The 9th place of the Pyramid of Force is confidently occupied by the mind-blowing power of the character Glitch Skibidi Toilet. The first time we saw him was in episode 29. He unexpectedly appeared out of nowhere and began to ruthlessly destroy entire detachments of cameraman and speakermen with lightning speed. He repeated the same thing in episode 54. I believe that despite his small size, this nimble character has a huge potential for technology and hides incredible strength. That is why the cameramen hunted him. This is the real power of chaos, not controlled by anyone. It is impossible to predict, and it kills with one hit with a lightning-fast, accurate throw. How this technology came about is still unclear. If you understand how, then write in the comments. So, can a Skibidi scientist replicate this technology? If so, then in the next series, the Alliance will simply not be good. Imagine if he could develop a huge Necro-Titan with the ability to teleport, spit acid, and move at the speed of a glitch Skibidi toilet. That is why this outrageous character takes 9th place. But there are stronger characters. Let's see them. We finally got to one of my favorite characters, TV Woman. It was she who, with the help of her unique abilities, was able to trap Glitch Skibidi Toilet and allow the cameraman scientist to use a stun gun against him. Believe me, taking the sacrifice alive is much more difficult. We saw her for the first time in episode 49. She, like Camera Woman, occupies a very high position of a manager in her race. Its goals and function, like the main managers of Times and televisions, is to manage the balance of power. It comes at a time when the situation becomes very unfair. I'm sure she's closely related to a secret master we haven't seen in any of the episodes yet. In her arsenal, there are classic ninja knives that we have already fallen in love with, which are hidden in the sleeves like hired killers. It also has the ability to separate the head from the body, and the head equipped with a mini jetpack, and claws manipulators can move long distances and rotate around its axis to use technomagic. Her standard set of technomagic includes an orange technolite that burns the organic to the ground and sends the soul as a victim to the otherworldly world of torment. She also has purple technolite, which in turn can hypnotize the victim. But unlike blue technolite, purple technolite makes it possible to use telekinesis, that is, move objects in space. She can also connect to the mind of the victim and order her to crash against the wall to death. Maybe that's not all of her abilities, because the series is not over yet, and her race has 5 main techno-magic abilities. By the way, many began to write to me in comments that a TV woman is only 12 years old. This is absolutely not true. I will definitely prove it in a separate video. In the meantime, TV woman is in 8th place. In 7th place is the top 10 of our Pyramid of Force, beloved and adored by everyone. Plunger Cameraman, also called Ninja Plunger Man. This hero has a fairly small stature compared to other characters and titans, but his truly colossal and indestructible courage has such tremendous power that in some places it can outshine the Cameraman Titan himself. That is why they always walked side by side, shoulder to shoulder, like 2 Black Cameras brothers. I want to admit that this couple of guys won our hearts. Ninja Plunger Man has acquired the role of an inspirer and military motivator for his race due to his indestructible spirit. It is this element that can be used during his resurrection by enclosing the diamond of his spirit in a frame of truly the latest military technology. His main mission is not only to clear the area from crazy Skibidi toilets, but also to collect the date of what is happening and deliver these materials to the main server, which they do together with the Cameraman Titan. In his arsenal, he usually uses 2 large plungers for hand-to-hand combat and a small jetpack on his back to quickly move through the air. And despite his death in episode 57, I sincerely believe that he will rise from the ashes with even more powerful powers. Therefore, Plunger Cameraman is in 7th place. The vile villain G-Man confidently takes the 6th place in the Pyramid of Force. He first appears in episode 7. G-Man is one of the strongest warriors in its army. He is very cunning, sneaky, and dodgy, which makes him truly dangerous. He skillfully uses others in his strategy, and due to this, he knows how to win. One of his main goals is to destroy the Titan Cameraman. His arsenal of weapons went through several stages of upgrade. Let's look at the main stages of its upgrade. A very significant moment is when he got laser eyes capable of destroying the core of a Titan. What he used successfully combined the actions of the Skibidi Kamikaze. The shield of the Titan was destroyed. Then we see how G-Man has additional armor around the perimeter, an improved powerful jetpack, and 2 strong laser cannons on the sides. Then, in a battle with a TV Titan, he lost his sight and was equipped with protective yellow goggles and additional laser guns. He skillfully handles 6 powerful lasers. To all this, in addition, he has special headphones that protect him from the screams of the Titan speakerman. Believe me, his weapon is still. He has a truly unique survival power. Even the blue flames of the titanium plasma core could not burn his head. And the blow of the deadly turbo hammer only stunned him for a while. That's why G-Man deserves the 6th place in our Pyramid of the Strongest. And the first of the top 5 is the super popular Speakerman Titan. This character belongs to the most interesting race of Speakermen, the race that came to the aid of the Cameraman in the fight against the crazy chaos of Skibidi toilets. The first time we see this character is in episode 26. There he was not yet infected. Its main function is to crush large-sized opponents and protect the main infantry. He is also the mastermind behind his army. In the arsenal of this beautiful hero after the last upgrade, there is a new kinetically activated blaster cannons on both arms, improved armor mounted on speakers, extra body armor attached to the lighter new jetpack, the central core of energy burning red. His main abilities are movement speed and agility, the speed of accurate shooting from 2 guns, the use of a sound wave with which he literally flattens the enemy. Well, of course, his unique ability to play music that inspires his army to great deeds and solidarity. This character deserves a separate detailed analysis. If you also think so, then confirm it in the comments, and I will make a detailed video about him. A truly strong and key character in the Skibidi universe is in 5th place. So we are getting closer to the 1st place. And in the 4th position of the Pyramid of Force is the most mysterious and mystical Titan of the series. It's Titan TV Man. I also do technical magic, so I really love this character. He first appears in episode 41. From the first seconds of his appearance, he shows the unique power of his inner energy. Its main function is to defeat not only big targets, but also massive groups of clusters of opponents. During the course of the series, he acquired 1 upgrade and 1 downgrade in the final battle against the Skibidi gang of villains. Its main goal is to maintain a balance between the opposing sides. In its main arsenal is a large screen capable of emitting red technolight. This techno-magic has a terrible effect on the enemy. It transfers his consciousness to a dimension of self-destruction and agony where the entity strives for suicide. With a close impact on the victim, this techno-magic gives just a crazy effect. In one episode, helped him power up with powerful speakers that destroy goggles of Skibidi toilets. He also has a central core with purple telekinetic energy, which allows him to predict events and teleport to any point in space. Teleportation gives him a huge advantage in battle. On each of his shoulders, there are 3 large harpoons with which he can tear out parts of the parts directly from the body of the enemy, and they also have a protective function from impact and attack. His arms are equipped with cat knives that can be thrown on a chain for a long distance and pull the enemy towards him. At the same time, he has a jet turbine for flying and moving through the air. The enemy managed to defeat him only due to a group attack and due to the fact that you are fighting alone there. He received significant damage, but this does not mean that he is weak. I am sure that he will return and show himself in full beauty. And so Titan TV Man with Dignity takes the 4th place.
Get ready. There are 3 main positions left.
A worthy 3rd position in our Pyramid of Force is occupied by Titan Cameraman. This is truly a mighty character in our loving hearts. We can say that this is a huge flying tank with the intelligence of the smartest machines. Its main function is to protect the army of cameramen and destroy any major obstacles, providing the detachment with free passage to the desired targets and locations. The first time we see him is in episode 20. Then, after the defeat, he disappears and reappears in a completely updated episode 50. I am absolutely sure that this is the best melee fighter of all the Titans. Its mass and crushing punches and kicks are amazing. In his arsenal, there are 2 transforming guns on his shoulders, an advanced jetpack system with folding wings that allows it to maneuver and move between buildings at great speed. On his left arm, he carried a 180 degrees plasma cannon, which he lost in the battle with Acid Skull. His right hand has a built-in magnetic gravity gun that attracts the enemy. In close combat, he also frequently uses his turbo hammer to crush any Skibidi toilet defenses. And of course, the main core with special protection, capable of incinerating the heads of enemies with blue plasma fire. One of his main strengths is his ability to quickly combine different melee and ranged combat techniques. With this, he copes with almost any type of enemy. What makes him a truly invincible warrior? You can see more detailed information in my video about the Cameraman Titan, which deservedly occupies the 3rd position. And finally, we got to the 2nd place of honor. Here is the strongest and most insidious Skibidi scientist. The strength of his intellect can be compared with the strength of any of the characters we have listed. It is enough to remember those whom you invented and what power they possess altogether. His main goal is to take over the Earth. He has his own development team, which we first see with him in episode 16. Its main function is to develop and implement technology. Just imagine what a powerful mind you need to have to come up with and implement all the improvements to Skibidi toilets. I'm sure he can come up with many more incredible technologies that will defeat any army. What is the one infection of the Speakerman Titan that he organized? This infection turned the entire course of the series. According to one of the hypotheses, Skibidi scientist can create for himself such a body that will grind any warrior and any Titan into powder, and perhaps we will see such a scenario in the future. In the meantime, he confidently takes 2nd place. And finally, my friends, we have reached the peak of our epic Pyramid of Force. Here at the very top sits on his throne the most mysterious and powerful character in the Skibidi Toilets universe, Secret Agent. His consciousness is so strong that he is able to control space and time. He can teleport to any place to be invisible to others. According to one theory, he knows about all the processes of the universe and is preparing some important invention. For this, he collects data information, watching battles, collecting camera heads, exploring them. Perhaps it is his logo that is on the head of the Titan and on the wings of the toilet aircraft as well. The circle is broken into 8 parts, as a symbol can be seen on the central core of the Speakerman. Be sure to write in the comments what you think about this. It is even difficult to imagine what a powerful force this character has. Wait. I want to say to those who endured and watched until this moment, remember from now on to everyone who will watch my videos from beginning to end, good luck will come. I fully guarantee it. Remember this, from the beginning to the end. And may the force of the pyramid be with you. Good luck.